And this is gonna be the filling of our, okay, I figured you meant Rock's Discord. Oh my gosh, this smells so good, guys. Okay, cool. Yeah, I feel like I've seen you around. I'm just like in so many Discords. Anyway. Thank you for lurking. Good night to all the little people. May they have sweet dreams and not dream of cascading down a raging river of death. It's an Emperor's New Groove. Quote, I'm not just that depressed. Okay. Alright. Okay. Preheat oven to 450. My oven is at 400. So I'm going to move it up to 450 for this. It was on 400 for the bread earlier. And liberally flour your work surface and place your puff pastry on top. Okay, so that's gonna go over there for a minute. Maybe I don't have plastic wrap. Yeah, apparently I don't have plastic wrap. So, because flour surfaces, like, they're just a mess to clean up, guys. So, we're going to use some wax paper, and we'll get some flour on it. And I'm sorry to make you jealous, but okay, so lightly flour it. Just kind of put it on there a little bit. We might need this, but we're going to put it away for now. Okay, and I have my puff pastry. You can get this pre-made. It's usually by like the biscuits and such at the grocery store. At least that's where I find mine. I mean, it might be elsewhere. Okay. Using a rolling pin, lightly roll out to take out the creases. Okay. So we're going to roll it out. Now that I think about it, it's on wax paper, so I really might not have to take it and put it on anything. So we're just going to kind of leave it on the paper. Well, no. No, we'll put it on our paper. I lied. I fibbed. Don't hate me, guys. Okay. Alright. Okay. And oh, there's my rolling pin. Rolling pin. It's not really creased. I don't know what type of puff pastry they're using in the recipe, but mine doesn't have too many creases, except I just gave it one. Oops. There we go. Flatten, 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 roll. Okay. I guess that needs to be washed. Alright, it's finally getting hot. I was like freezing earlier. Okay. Alright, so it is flattened out. You can't entirely see it, but there we go. This is our puff pastry. And I covered up my recipe. I'm smart, don't worry. Okay. Lightly roll it out. Cut into 3 to 4 inch squares. Okay. I'm gonna say it is, well, actually, I bet it gives me dimensions. 9 by 14. So It's like 4.5 inch if I cut it down the middle. Which I'd rather have bigger ones because I always tend to overfill things. So we're just gonna do it down the middle. So 4.5, and then it's 9 by 14. So 14. So we could almost. Oh my gosh, why can't I think this? Alright, well, okay, I'm just gonna eyeball it, guys, because math is hard right now, and I'm having a brain fart. So we're just gonna do it in thirds, long ways, okay? Easy enough. Alright. Okay, beat 1 egg in a separate bowl and use that to brush 2 edges. Okay, so I need the entire egg. Add about 2 tablespoons of the mixture to each square. Okay, I can read. I didn't lose my spot. All right, so I mean, I guess we'll just do. So we're doing some tablespoons. Generous tablespoons, heaping tablespoons, one might even say. This is why I need to do bigger pieces, because I overfill things all the time. Because I love the bread, but at the same time I'm like, I really like I feel like I want it to have a lot of filling. And I always end up with way more filling than I need. And I feel bad putting it to waste. So, you know. Alright. So we got about 1 heaping tablespoon in each of these. That is a really heaping thing. That one's going to be a fat one. Oh, but it's going to be so good. Like, seriously, this smells delicious. And I can see already why Kronk was like, oh my gosh, my spinach puffs are the bomb. Also, Emperor's New Groove is one of those movies that I can quote way too easily. Yeah, it's a problem. I like have to physically resist the urge to start quoting this movie. So, know that I'm putting in that effort so you guys don't have to deal with that. I may not be so kind next time. Okay, so now we need our egg wash. So I need 1 more egg. And I'm just gonna add it to, see, but then I'm just gonna be rambling and it's just gonna be like me going off about, like, sorry, the whole angel, like shoulder angel and devil side. Yeah, it's just gonna be a mess. So holy crap. Alright, sorry, my watch is blowing up. Don't resist. And okay, I mean, that, I guess that wouldn't be frowned upon by most people, but some people might frown upon it. But yeah, I just really recommend you watch that movie, and I might have to go watch it tonight while I'm eating my pill bug and my spinach puffs, just so you know. Okay, so we have the filling all laid out on their individual squares because we're cool like that. And we need to brush 2 edges of the puff pastry. Rabbit it. Ooh, there's an idea. I feel like that would we could get some people involved in that. We're actually going to try to start doing more community activities over in Prepare for the Mediocre. That's the Discord of which I am a host. There's a lot of awesome people there, including my personal Discord, so you can keep up to date with me, see pictures of my dog, help vote on things, and help us decide what we're doing on the channel. But we're gonna try to start doing more community nights, and I had the idea that we should do movie nights because that's easy for everyone to get involved with, whether you're actively chatting or if you're just wanting to linger and kind of hang out and watch. So maybe we'll have to watch Emperor's New Groove for that movie night. And I put these right in the center, but I'm thinking it might have been easier if I'd kind of not put them right in the center. Some head ups. What's a head up? Heads up? Like warning, advance notice type thing. Cause yeah, like it would be something we planned. So we wouldn't just like, hey, surprise movie night. It would be planned and like be something that we'd notify everyone of ahead of time. So hey Dana, thank you for the alert, girl. Hope you're doing well. I love you. Yeah, see, this is where I have the problem of the results of my overfilling. Advance notice. Okay, that's what I thought you meant, but you know, maybe heads up was like movie commentary of some kind. I don't know. Okay, and it says to crimp it, but I'm just kind of folding it over and pinching it together, which I guess is just not, it's unfancy crimping. So yeah. And on these, I'm going to try to spread it out. That one's a little empty, so we're going to move some of the filling over to this far one from these. And now that one's going to be too full. There's just no happy medium. But, you know, if you like filling, then you like my cooking, because I always put way too much filling in things. Chicken pot pie included. Pretty much anything I make. So, puffs. No, so there's a type of pastry called puff pastry, and that's what we're using here. And it essentially, it's kind of like biscuits, how it puffs up and gets those layers in it. It's just a flat sheet of slightly thinner and flakier pastry dough. So I'm sure you could deep fry these and it would probably be really good, but we are going to be baking them this round because I don't have a fryer. So, and I would probably burn the shit out of myself if I did have a fryer. And I'm discovering that I should have put more flour on it. But these actually look pretty good. So this is what we have so far. I mean, you can kind of, so it's kind of like a wrap, a horn, sushi roll, sashimi, whatever the thing is called. Okay. Oh, we have to fridge it. Okay. It also says I should be listening to 80s power ballads while doing this. We're not quite doing that, but I mean, I could start singing, but we don't need that. Oh, and place on part. So you're supposed to. Oh, thank you. I actually got it from my friend, and I kind of forgot I had it. And I pulled it out. I was like, oh my god. When I moved all my stuff, and I pulled it out, and I was like, oh my gosh, Pikachu. And I had to, of course, wear it. Because it's Pikachu. I can point to the right side. Alright. I need my baking sheet again. So again, this is our little almost a pill bug bread. That actually is like super flaky and delicious. This is egg wash that I definitely did not spill. And it says to use parchment paper, but I only have wax paper. And I don't want this all to get waxy. So, okay. We're going to use the best thing ever, Pam. So we're just going to spray a little Pam on there. Just so it doesn't stick. You don't need a whole lot. And then we're gonna set these on here in a slightly organized fashion. My oven is really tiny, so I have to use a really tiny baking pan, aka this, so, you know. Alright, so we have them all in here, and place in fridge for 10 minutes. So, we'll place that in there for 10 minutes. Okay? And back to the puff pastry. We had it in the fridge for 10 minutes. And if this were a real cooking show, I would have had complete spinach puffs in the freezer or in the fridge before we started. And I could have been like, and now we put these in the fridge. Oh wait, they're done! Ah! Yeah, but I didn't because this is almost a professional. This is a professional attempt at a professional cooking show. Alright, so Brush eats pastry with egg wash. So the egg wash, the purpose of it is to help it brown better. And it kind of also acts as glue. So it helps kind of glue the dough in place and keep its shape. In this bread I made, the egg wash we used was just egg white and water. This one, it's an entire egg, and then you just beat it up like with a fork, and you're good to go. So really simple, and it just like helps your food brown a little bit better. And earlier we used it to kind of seal the edges of it. So like the edges as we crimped them together and made them into their lovely little shapes that they are. These are definitely overflowing a little bit, and I'll show you as soon as I get this on. Do, 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 do. Okay. Alright, so we got our egg wash on there. Placed in the oven for 20 minutes, rotating the baking sheet at 10 minutes. So, this is pre-oven. You can see it's kind of overflowing a little bit, but more filling the better, right? So, put that in for, I totally forgot, 20 minutes. So, 20-minute timer. No, we're just gonna take it out now. They're a little golden brown, guys. Yeah. Okay. These are our spinach puffs. I might have, okay, my oven is really finicky. So they might be a little on the well done side, but that's okay. They still look good. And if anything, the filling will be fine. So, well, should we try one? I know we're not supposed to eat on stream, but it's a cooking stream, you know. Let's clean this up. Alright. So the spinach puffs were our main goal for this stream. So we'll try one out. Let's go for this one. Oh yeah, super flaky. Which is what it's supposed to be. So, A+ on that regard. And I can sit down finally. Oh, yes. Okay. Alright. Moment of truth. Like I said, I'm still learning the ins and outs of my oven. So I blame that, but like it looks really good. I'm sorry. That's what comes from food. I've been like looking forward to this all week. Food goes in the oven to be cooked? Yes, it does. Okay. It smells really good. It's like cheesy, spinachy, garlic. It's just yummy. I'm like worried I'm gonna burn my mouth. Filling is really good. That is really good. We are cooking. We made spinach puffs and our attempt at, you can kind of see, Emperor's New Groove pill bugs. It turned out pretty good. These are for my actual dinner later, so that's a thing there. But the spinach puffs are, I can see why Kronk loves them so much. Hot though. Hot food, but so good. Like, really good. I recommend this recipe quite a lot.